Greetings everyone, welcome to video number 23 in the project management series presented by Process Geekoid. Today's agenda will be going over reviewing the PMBOK process table, as well as the 20th process, which is the planned cost management process. This process occurs at the intersection of the cost knowledge area and the planning process group. As always, please subscribe, like, and comment. So let's move forward. We are now in the third part of planning, which is for cost. This explains how much money is going to be allotted and budgeted to deliver the product, service, or result as part of the project. Here we are planning on how you are going to manage the cost of the project, which feeds into as an input of all other subsidiary processes except control cost. This gives the cost management plan. And a cost management plan details the processes that establish policies and procedures for documentation of planning, managing, expending, and controlling project costs. Now, the ITTOs for plan cost management are as follows. So we have inputs as project management plan. Project management plan here consists of the scope baseline and schedule baseline, project charter, enterprise and environmental factors, factors that are not in the control of the project team that influence, constrain, or direct a project. This could be government regulations, industry standards, company culture, and specifically currency exchange rates if you're running an international project, project management information systems to control and to budget out the costs, numbers, and published commercial information on costs. So those we have to consider in planning for cost and are out of your project team's control. Next, we have OPAs, Organizational Process Assets. These are standard organizational policies and procedures for budgeting guidelines and details financial control procedures such as time reporting, required expenditure, disbursement, accounting, historical lessons learned database with information tied to cost planning. Next, we have tools. We have meetings, which are used to go over lessons learned from previous projects and plan the cost accordingly from historical data and SMEs in the project management office. The cost planning meeting should be very thorough to give all stakeholders a clear picture of the expected cost of the project, and by end of cost planning as a whole must get signed off on the cost baseline by all stakeholders, especially the sponsor. Next, you have expert judgment, and where we can use other project managers' expertise within the organization, as well as guidelines from the project management office or PMO with historical data. Also, we can have expert judgment in the form of professional technical associations such as PMI, and internal SME that has knowledge pertaining to budgeting, and information gained from experienced individuals or a consulting firm with expertise on cost management such as McKesson for cost management and many other firms out there. Analytical techniques can come in the form of funding and financial techniques. So funding can be self-funded projects, fund with equity, where we are selling with stocks, or fund with debt, where we're getting a loan. Financial techniques include net present value, internal rate of return, and ROI. Net present value, you'll see on the exam, basically net present value is basically taking the planned value minus the overall cost, initial cost, and anything that has the highest net present value is the project you are going to do. So test questions will look like, which project would you take? So you have project A, B, C, and D. Anything with the highest number is going to be chosen. And internal rate of return and ROI are secondary, but NPV is usually the give-all. And internal rate of return is basically the percentage of return you're going to get from this project. Typically, you won't be tested on this. The other form of financial techniques in cost planning is ROI, return on investment. Basically, how much money you put in and how much you're getting out. So the numerator is how much money you're going to get returned divided by how much money you put in as an initial investment in your denominator of the fraction. And the higher the ROI, the better it is because you're gaining a return on investment. The positive ROI is what you want. You don't want to lose money. If you are losing money, you need to back away from the project and don't even execute the project at all if you have a negative ROI or negative NPV. Next, for outputs, we have the cost management plan. And remember, this is a subsidiary plan of the project management plan. The cost management plan is going to describe how the project costs will be planned, structured, and controlled, and usually consists of units of measure such as staff hours, staff days, weeks for time measure, etc., level of precision, accuracy, organizational procedure links, control thresholds, rules of the performance measurement, reporting formats for cost, process descriptions, and additional details regarding cost. The key benefit of this process is that it provides guidance and direction on how the project costs will be managed throughout the project. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.